Ho 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 and a Merry Christmas everyone. Welcome to day 25 of the 25 days Christmas movie reviews that we've been doing here on Boomer Base. Hope everyone is having a lovely Christmas and hopefully a happy new year as well. So today is the final day, day 25. Thank you for everyone that's joined me on this journey. It's been eye-opening and quite nice in a roundabout way watching all these Christmas films and getting into the Christmas spirit. Of course, I'm having to record this a couple days early just due to going away for Christmas, but I still hope that everyone's having a lovely Christmas and spending time with family. So today we're here for the 2018 Netflix Christmas film, The Christmas Chronicles, and I can feel my nose already sort of being more bunged up, so hopefully the cold does not impact me too much in this, so I apologise. So, let's get cracking.
But before we get to the real content, if you end up liking what you see and want to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload.
So, The Christmas Chronicles, the 2018 hit film on Netflix. What can I say about this to round off the 25 days of Christmas movie reviews? Well, Kurt Russell, for one, plays one of, if not the best Santa Claus. No, to be honest, at least what I've seen, the best Santa Claus on screen. He fits the role to a T. And it's something that I wondered whilst watching this film. I wonder if people get to, well, male actors get to a certain age and they sort of think, would I be a good Santa Claus when I'm older? Will I fit the aesthetic of a Santa Claus? Kurt Russell's hair, his face, his demeanour, all fit Santa Claus, and it was wonderful. Now we got Kate Pierce. I mean, her character's slightly annoying. She's got that sort of sleepover, the babysitter club type of just, I don't know, likes English, reads a lot of books type of girl. Although she seems to be into skateboarding, but she is just like the bratty sister. But she's nice. She's a true believer, which is a big part in this film. But all around is a pretty cool kid actor, all things considered. Teddy Pierce, who's the brother. Christ, he is annoying in the beginning. Like, older brothers, I swear, don't just get like that, do they? Or am I just like... Maybe we do, but I feel like... I don't know. You feel his just horribleness a lot through the film, up until a certain point where he comes back on the non-naughty list, or he's on the good list. But, I mean, it's understandable. The film tackles a grief, which Jack Frost did, so it's another film that deals with grief for Christmas. So I appreciate that. We have Claire Pierce, who you barely see. She does fine as being a mother. And then Doug Pierce, who was the dad who you saw in the beginning. The beginning of the film, where it's showing all the different Christmas bits from the kids, is very heartwarming and quite nice. And then it sort of pans out to Katie watching them, and you find out that the dad died last year. So it's their first Christmas without him. So it's a very difficult time, to be honest. It did a lot better at portraying grief than Jack Frost did. But I really, really like this film. It's not one of my favourite Christmas films. It's just a good film for Christmas time. I will admit, though, some of the CGI in it, especially maybe with some of the reindeer, with some of the like other bits and bobs in the film, some stuff to do with like the elves, it's a bit not good looking. Just to use real good English vocabulary, Ben. I don't think it looks that good in some elements, and that lets the film down a lot. The CGI doesn't look as good as some older films, or there could have been more practical stuff for it. But it is what it is. I like that you saw elves not as just like little people, but they're little sort of like, they're like a little animal race almost that speak. I do really enjoy that. They all look different and look cool and have their own personalities, and I really appreciate that. I like that Santa Claus's gift bag or rucksack, sack. My God, my vocabulary is terrible today. It's like almost like Hermione's bag. It's just, it goes very deep, gets you to a place. I think it's like a portal almost. But I like that it has magic to it. I like this film like gives Santa Claus like a lot of the magical elements to him that you hear about but never really see in some Christmas films. Like I like that he has a thing that can locate the Christmas present sack. I like that his hat lets him do stuff for the film, although it doesn't really. He always has the magic. It was about teaching people the lesson and getting more into the Christmas spirit. But I like all these sort of elements to add to it. like in some other films, like in The Santa Claus, with Tim Allen, I like that you saw a lot of like Santa being like, you're a good kid, you were a bad kid, I remember what you want for Christmas. Like, I like just hearing all those sorts of things in a film, especially to do with Santa Claus, and one where Santa Claus is one of the big forefronts of the film. I like that essentially the film is about bringing the family back together during a very hard time. I like that you learn about the true believer stuff, like that's kind of cool. And I like that it's about bringing Katie, wow, my nose is going, Katie and Teddy back together, because they've drifted apart. Oh, I'm going to love Christmas being poorly. It's going to be great. But yeah, I mean, I can't tell anything to do with box office or how well it was received because it's a Netflix film. It got a second one, so Netflix obviously liked it and it was well received enough to get another one. It's got a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, so that's perfectly fine. For a 2018 film, I think I watched it. This is the second time I've watched this film. I watched it the year it came out with Maddie when we were in our university accommodation, and we enjoyed it then. Maddie wasn't really up to watching it again. She's been very busy with work this week, working in retail and things. It's been a nightmare. So you've had the lovely me for a lot of these Christmas reviews, so it's a good job. It's my channel. I have watched the Christmas Chronicles too, and it's really not that amazing. I like that you see Mrs. Claus a bit more. I hate that Teddy, even after all this, is still just not very nice to his sister, all things considered, and whatnot. I like there was an element of like time travel stuff that was very, very cool. And I mean, it kind of goes against what he said that he couldn't do in this first film. Like, he couldn't show Teddy his dad, but in the Christmas Chronicles 2, there was some time travel done, and they met their dad when they were younger. So I don't know how time stuff works in the Christmas Chronicles. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, it's an hour 43. It's pretty long, all things considered. It's not in the 2 hour mark, but it's pretty long for a film altogether. It never feels slow. It all goes pretty fluid. I really enjoy the scenes with the cops, sort of like going from that not believing to believing. The singing scene in the jail with Santa was really fun. It's just quirky, nice, just added a little bit to the film, which was really cool. Brought up the Christmas spirit, and I'm all for that. Like, I don't know if this is a film that I'll watch, like, every year, but, no, obviously I haven't watched it every year, but I'm trying to make sure I watch more films because of this in the coming Christmases. I did like that Steven Van Zandt was in this film, just as one of the random people in the Wolfie, I think his name was, in the prison cell. And I mean, the cast itself wasn't that big, to be honest. Like, I think it was just Kurt Russell, and I mean, there's a few other names in it, but no one like crazy big. So it did well to spawn a second film. That's all I can say, and hopefully it gets a third film. Despite number 2 not being amazing, I still enjoy watching the Christmas Chronicles. Like, it's cool. I just hope that it doesn't keep going down the sort of very typical story trope route, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, this film is definitely worth a watch. It might not be for everyone, but Christmas films aren't always for everyone, which is part of the problem. But I truly believe, as a true believer, this film definitely deserves some watching, and given the time and benefit of the doubt. It's well made. It's one of the more better, if not one of the better Christmas films that's come out over like the last sort of 5 years or so. Nothing can top Klaus, obviously, but Klaus is in a league of its own. But give it a watch. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment if you want. I always love hearing all the comments. I just want to thank everyone who's tuned in for the 25 days of Christmas movie reviews. I really appreciate it. I have loved all the support this year. I've wanted to do a YouTube channel for a very long time, and to stick with it, and especially do something to do with the things I like, which is movies and TV show and anime and stuff, and talk about it, despite not being very good at talking. But yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely Christmas. Thank you very much. I would love to see where this channel goes by year 2. So like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a lovely Christmas. Have a happy new year. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Hey, thank you for watching the video. Click the button to keep watching, or click the other video for more videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.